Heyo, and welcome back to another video. In this one, what I'm here to talk about today is some interesting Metal Gear Solid mods, or rather weird ones. I don't know how to categorize them because they are in a bit of a weird spot, and I don't want to say that they're rather bad because they're kind of unstable as hell. But it does give you a taste into the world of modding Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Now, just to preface this before I get fully into this, I was pretty sick for a week and I randomly binged the living hell out of the Metal Gear Solid games. After I beat Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, the remake, it was fantastic. It was probably one of the niche things that I've been kind of looking for with a stealth kind of action game. Now, I do intend to maybe make a full review of Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake, and I might end up playing the original at some point here just to kind of give it a shot. I don't know if I'll necessarily like it just because of the camo system's kind of janky in it, but regardless to say, starting off with our first mod, which is Snake being replaced with Spider-Man. Now, for whatever reason, I thought it'd be funny to play this mod with the monkey minigame. I know it's from a game within the series of PlayStation 2 games. Sadly, never a revival for it, but it was kind of funny to see this end screen. Yes! But it's also just kind of funny in general to do CQC also on the enemies, not necessarily the monkey minigame, but more so the enemies that you're probably seeing gameplay of because it's so Spider-Man like. And honestly, playing the game like this would be kind of silly, and I think you should do it just because it's a bit silly. And the next mod we're going to talk about isn't Master Beef, but it's close enough. Honestly, I'm actually surprised Master Chief isn't modded within the game. Instead, we got this guy's original, I believe, Spartan within the game, which is nice to see. I always liked customizing my Spartans, so when I played Halo Master Chief Collection, I know it might sound weird to say Master Chief Collection, right? That's how I mainly got into the older titles, even though I did have the 360 and I did play quite a bit of Halo 3. I just got really into it with Halo Master Chief Collection and especially the multiplayer. Regardless to say, this is just kind of cool to have. It is kind of sick to see a semblance of Halo within Metal Gear Solid 3. It's definitely more so fits the part, because Spartans are kind of badass soldiers and so is Snake, so the animations honestly fit really hard with this, and I'm honestly surprised Microsoft didn't approach the opportunity to add another minigame or a skin or a camo within this game, because that would have been great marketing for their existing IPs that they don't have anymore. But if you were looking for some Spartan action within Metal Gear Solid 3, this mod's definitely for you, until, you know, they inevitably add Master Beef. Now, the next mod I wanted to talk about was Playable Eva. Now, I don't know if this mod will necessarily be expanded upon, but I really do hope it is, as this mod seems very interesting in the sense where it seems like they just wanted to get it out there and kind of test play it. And honestly, I hope this mod does go places. It's definitely unpolished quite a bit.
Holy Jesus. What is that?
Now, I did end up watching Ocelot's video on the best way to possibly play Metal Gear Solid 3, as I kind of wanted to do a replay of it. But I have ran into quite a few instability issues while running mods. So I don't know if running the DLSS preset on J is affecting things, or I'm just having a boatload of issues that no one else can describe, because I've crashed quite a few times using the Eva mod, and I find it to be an interesting concept because they also made animations for her, which do end up working, especially after I turned off preset J in the settings of the NVIDIA app. I don't know why. It worked slightly better. But at the end of the day, playable Eva is very cool, and I would have loved to see them actually put more playable missions in this remake for her. More so for, like, let's just say, like, a side thing. Like, they do have the snake missions in Metal Gear Solid 2. I didn't actually play them yet. Fake Metal Gear Solid fan here. I'll eventually get around to it. I just really wanted to play the series. I had just finished 4, so I'll get around to it. But it is interesting to see going into 4 that they didn't really add anything for Eva in this game, which is understandable because I don't think she really needed it, but it still would have been cool to get some more attachment to her as a character, even though you learned kind of the dark secret about her after you beat the game. Now, if you were looking to play as Eva and having that itch, well, here's the mod for you. If you were looking for stability, just keep your expectations in check, and there's definitely a bit of jankiness added on to it. So I do hope this mod eventually gets updates in the future. I don't know how likely it is, but still a very cool mod regardless to say. Aw shit, here we go again. The CJ mod for this game is also very peculiar, very interesting choice. I didn't expect them to put CJ in this game, but who am I to expect anything else? Yeah, I played GT San Andreas as a kid, but I don't remember anything from it. I just know the aw shit, here we go again meme, and then I'd use the cheat code to get the jetpack. Sadly, there is not a jetpack in this game besides the one of the bosses you fight, but regardless to say, very cool to see CJ in this game. The next mod I wanted to talk about was Metal Gear Solid 1's sneaking outfit within the game. Now, it's from the Twin Snakes kind of rendition, so it's more so just kind of a mod based on that design, and I think that design kind of looks odd. I've watched a few videos on Twin Snakes, and it seems like a very outlandish and interesting remake. Could have been better, but Kojima kind of was like, do everything crazy, and that's what they did, and it is what it is. I hope the remake that they are making, possibly, I seen maybe a leak or something that they possibly are working on a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake. I hope it actually does end up being pretty cool and awesome. I just hope they finally solidify Solid Snake's design within Metal Gear Solid 1 so that we're not kind of stuck in limbo with the Twin Snakes one. Not to say that's necessarily bad, it's just an odd place for it, I guess is the best word for it. I don't know, the PS1, like, I played the PS1 version, or the PC/PS1 version of Metal Gear Solid 1, and I thought it was really nice. I thought everything kind of was just so advanced for its time. I don't know how I feel about the Twin Snakes design. Now, the next mod I wanted to speak about was Snake's replacement for Old Snake. Now, this mod just makes me want to have a remake of Metal Gear Solid 4 more. I had just recently beat it on our PCS3. Very cool game, very advanced for its time. But my PC sounded like it was constantly begging me to not use our PCS3 today, but I kept chugging it. Even with a 9700X, that our PCS3 just hates you. Hates your CPU. Like, it needs a freaking server rack CPU, I believe, at this point. Regardless to say, it was still a really interesting experience, and it just makes me want a remaster/remake, more so a remaster, because I think the graphics for even the PS3's time are still really amazing. So even a remaster and being able to crank those graphics up, because I think it would shine a big light on Metal Gear Solid 4's game as a whole. It's just kind of crazy that that game actually literally came out on the PS3, like, with how insane it is, just graphically, and just kind of the technology that they were using. I think it didn't run at 60 FPS at launch, so it definitely had quite a few flaws. So just playing this mod specifically really makes me want to have it. Now, anyways, I did try the Metal Gear Solid 2 sneaking suit, but for whatever reason it wasn't working for me. This is where this video is going to end. I do hope to return to this at some point, maybe with other Metal Gear Solid mods from other games, as these games are available on PC, and it might be possible to inevitably look at other mods within this game. I do want to do the same with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at some point, but I've been kind of lazy about it. But I probably will end up going to there soon, but I do want to check up on new Persona mods as well. So if you enjoyed this video, I hope you guys did. It's definitely out of my norm, and I really hope you appreciate me trying to get into something else, a different community if you will. And I really want to talk about my experience with Metal Gear Solid 1 at some point, because I found that game to be really awesome, and just Metal Gear as a whole. Because I kept for years seeing the Last Call videos. I didn't watch them. I would see it keep getting recommended to me with the Last Call with the Colonel, and oh my god, dude, just this game is so awesome and friggin' peak. Metal Gear Solid 4 really solidified how much I really like the series at the end. But anyways, this video has gone on long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.